I've always wanted to ask Rod about his famous rasping voice.
Ah, yes.
I sometimes worry, if he were to perhaps accidentally go and issue a very productive cough and he cleared his throat, would it end his career?
Cindy texts to ask, what did Tibby die of?
Cindy, I'm afraid Tibby was involved in a hit-and-run accident.
Ouch. Bystanders have said he appeared to be struck by a car. Some are saying it was a red sports car, possibly a Ferrari, driven by what appeared to be an old dinner lady.
Doesn't sound right. I think that's clearly Rod Stewart. It's just a cat. Nobody's angry. Someone sadly you will not be watching, I'm afraid to have to inform you, is Sir Rod Stewart, who has decided he won't be joining us. He arrived a short time ago, but then in a flash, he'd gone. It's annoying because I thought Rod and I were friends. We shared a slim plank of mini burgers at Wimbledon in 2016 with Lewis Hamilton. I don't think they'd ever seen anyone like Lewis at Wimbledon before. A racing driver. I thought Rod was someone I could call a friend. But clearly, that's gone down the toilet. My favourite Rod Stewart song would have to be Do You Think I'm Sexy? It just got me through a very difficult period in my life.
Although he wouldn't get away with singing Do You Think I'm Sexy these days.
I disagree. Yes, because I think it has two crucial qualifications. A request contingent on two very heavy caveats. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, then and only then, sugar, let me know. It has to be both. If you do not think I'm sexy, but you do want my body, possible, perhaps for medical research. Likewise, if you do think I'm sexy, but you do not want my body, perhaps she just wants Rod's gravelly voice down the phone, and what she does with that from there on is up to her. Poor fella, he's probably been so upset by it. Rod, if you're listening, please don't worry. It's just, it's just a cat.
Yeah.
Nobody's angry. Just hand yourself in to the nearest police station. Sorry, Simon, not to take away from your very funny comment. We're going to have to sacrifice your humour because we've just received some very saddening news, just breaking. Tibby, lovely Tibby, who many of you will have known as the much-loved station cat, originally owned by our very own Barbara Bickerton until she didn't want it anymore, and who has gone on to become something of a mascot for the station and has been taken to the hearts of listeners, young and old, has very sadly passed away. Marvellous. Robert from Pensworth says his most charitable act was a sponsored head shave to raise money for a cancer charity. Well done, Robert. But it was also his least charitable. It was the same thing because it wasn't his head, it was his wife's. And when she woke up, she was none too pleased, I'm sure, Robert.
He shaved the missus.
Her head. Rod Stewart, to you and I. But first thing, we'll ask you to tell us about the most charitable thing and the least charitable thing you've ever done. So a bit of a twist.
Bit of a twist there, soupy twist. Now, Grant in Bristol says his most charitable act was taking in a family of Ukrainians for a year.
And least charitable?
Turfing them out. He's got rid.
Marvellous. Actually, a friend of mine did that for a family of Ukrainians. Still friends with them. They still wash his cars.
So, Sir Rod, as you know, he's married to the lovely Penny Lancaster.
Oh, yes.
And she is a special constable. Mm. And I thought if she caught Rod speeding in his red Ferrari... she'd say,
I don't like the way...
she'd say, anything you say will be taken down and used against you. And Rod could say trousers. Because they're married.
I'm sorry, Simon, not to take away from your very funny comment. We're going to have to sacrifice your humour because we've just received some very saddening news, just breaking. Yeah. Right. Already tributes are pouring in for Tibby. Craig Winstanley, the controller of North Norfolk Digital, has said he was a gentle and affectionate cat who will be missed by all. And in the last few minutes, the part-time broadcaster Simon Denton has described Tibby as grey. He went on to say, it is a smooth grey cat. Tibby, who died today.
So keep sending in your memories of Tibby on Twitter using the hashtag #CatLivesMatter. Alan Steisel.
Oh, thank you. Well, team effort.
Nah, it's just you.
We have a picture of Tibby, which I can display throughout the show. But for the benefit of listeners who are not watching on the webcam, Simon, do you want to briefly describe him?
Yep, it's grey. I mean, it's a smooth grey cat.
And whatever comic relief is about, then you and I are going to have words.
Again.
Yeah. Why again?
The other year with the expensive stuff.
Oh, yeah, he wouldn't wind his neck in, would he?
Now, just to say we've had a call from a listener, Erica, who lives not far from the radio station. She says she has found Tibby alive and well in her garden.
Great.
Right, and finally, we have just heard from Bono himself about the 10-year sponsored silence. He has said he is prepared to do it as long as the silence doesn't cover performances by his band U2.
I'm really sorry, Bono. I'm afraid it does cover that as well. So here for one last time, Living on a Prayer by U2. He says he's set up a Just Giving page aiming to raise 10 grand if U2 frontman Bono will agree not to speak publicly for 10 years. I think the appeal went live about an hour ago.
Yes, and the current total, Alan, is £356,000.
Right. Leaving Bono with a straight choice. Cough up or button it.
Or ignore it.
Coming up soon, Rod Stewart, a musical icon who's had hits spanning 5 decades.